You know that feeling, that strange, unsettling vibe you get in certain places? Well, we're going to dive into the science behind why some spots just feel haunted, even when there's nothing actually there.
Just think about it for a second. You walk into an old house or down a quiet street late at night. Maybe it's just an empty hallway, and boom. Instantly, the hairs on your arms stand up. There's no logical reason for it, right? But that feeling, you can't deny it.
The place is just dead silent. You're listening, but there are no creaks, no wind, nothing to explain that tension you're feeling.
And there are no shadows dancing around either. I mean, the lights are steady, nothing's flickering in the corner of your eye. On the surface, everything looks totally normal.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? That deep gut feeling that you're not alone. You just feel like you shouldn't be there, and you have no idea why.
Okay, so let's actually break this whole unsettling feeling down. Because this isn't just some vague idea, it's a really powerful physical and psychological reaction.
Your heart starts beating a little faster, your senses go into overdrive, and your mind starts imagining all sorts of things to explain what's going on. We've all been there.
So what is really going on here? Is it ghosts, or is something else at play? Well, the answer, it turns out, isn't in some haunted mansion, but right inside your own head.
See, the main character in this entire story is your brain. And one thing you need to know about your brain is that it absolutely hates not knowing what's going on.
Your brain is basically designed to understand everything around you. You can think of it like a detective, right? It's constantly taking in clues from your senses, always asking questions. What was that sound? Is it safe here? It needs answers because its number one job is to keep you safe.
And this is where it gets really interesting. First, your senses pick up on some kind of uncertainty. Maybe it's total darkness or just dead silence. Then, your brain frantically searches for an explanation. What was that? But what if it can't find one? Well, it does the safest thing it can think of. It just assumes there's a threat. It fills in that blank with fear.
And this whole thing is way more likely to happen in certain places. These fearful places, they give our fearful minds the perfect recipe for that feeling of dread. So think about it. Dim lighting, weird echoing sounds, an unfamiliar layout where you don't know what's around the corner, or just old abandoned buildings. All of these things are basically screaming unpredictable at your brain. And because your brain can't get a clear read on the situation, its alarm system just starts blaring.
And that's the moment when your imagination just grabs the steering wheel. That little thought pops into your head, did something just move? Once that initial fear kicks in, every single little thing, a curtain moving in the breeze, a floorboard creaking, suddenly feels like proof that there's danger. Your brain is now actively looking for it.
Now you might be thinking, okay, so my brain is just broken? But actually, it's the complete opposite. This whole reaction is one of the oldest, most effective survival tools we have.
Yeah, this isn't your brain messing up. It's your brain doing exactly what evolution designed it to do, keep you alive. I mean, think about it. It's way better to be jumpy and wrong than to be calm and, become lunch. Let's put it this way. For our ancient ancestors, a rustle in the bushes could have been a predator. For us, a creak in the floor triggers that same response. A shadow in the distance back then could have been an enemy tribe. Today, it's just a flicker of the lights. The threats have changed, for sure, but our brain's ancient better safe than sorry programming is exactly the same.
All right, so we get it. It's our brain, but if it's all in our heads, why does it feel so incredibly real? Well, that's where the feeling becomes real, thanks to that powerful mind-body connection. The second your brain thinks there might be a threat, it hits the big red button. It floods your body with adrenaline. Your heart rate shoots up, your muscles tense, and your senses get laser focused. It's the classic fight or flight response kicking into gear.
And this is why that haunted feeling is so powerful and convincing, because your body reacts as if the danger is 100% real. Even if the logical part of you is going, dude, calm down, it's just an old house. Your body is screaming, danger, get out. You're having a real physical threat response, and you can't just think your way out of it.
So at the end of the day, it's your brain trying to protect you by turning all that uncertainty into fear. The next time you walk into a creepy place and you feel that chill go down your spine, just remember, it's not necessarily something out there. It's your ancient, super protective brain just doing its job.
and making up a little ghost story to fill in the blanks.
So, I've got to ask, have you ever felt this kind of eerie vibe? I bet almost everyone has a story about some place that just felt wrong. It's such a powerful feeling. You never really forget it.
If this explanation clicked for you, do me a favor and hit that like button. And now we really want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and tell us, what's the absolute creepiest place you've ever been?
And of course, make sure you subscribe for more content that makes you question what you feel and, more importantly, why you feel it.
We've got a lot more deep dives coming your way. Until next time.